Hello everyone, this is Dan with Arcade Funkade. Today we're going to show you guys just some button patterns that we installed on an Asteroid. So we completely overhauled this guy, put a new bezel, new monitor, and we added a 8001 game board. And with this guy, we actually rebuilt an entirely new control panel. It's all stainless steel. It's an 18 gauge rolled metal. And what we ended up doing is we used an original graphic overlay, original CPO, which is scratch resistant, and we painted our metal with a hammered look, with Rust-Oleum hammered look, and we added a bunch of buttons on this guy. So we added 6 buttons per player. So then you're able to play games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and stuff like that. But we also used the holes that were pre-made in the CPO, and we drilled some holes for these guys. And now you can actually play Asteroids as it's originally intended. We have our start buttons are a little bit different, and we added a coin button here. So we have the ability to jump in and out of games. Now to start a game, to get out of a game, it should start with that. You hold a start button and a coin button. You're gonna hold it and then hold the button, and it's gonna jump back out to the menu, and you're able to select a game with your joystick. Now what we're trying to do here is just trying to go over how to jump in and out of games, and how to use the menu. So we're going to show here, show this little setup here. It says all, so you have all games showing at the same time. If you drop down and you press left, it shows that there's 7991, so there's 7,991 games. If you want to go to see the categories of specific games, you could just move over. You go to recent. You can see all the games you have played, and there is also a search bar. So you go over and start looking for a game using your joysticks and buttons. Now the buttons here, the layout, it's going to tell you can press input A and B. So these buttons are actually A, B, C, D, E, F. And this you can literally control everything on the arcade with this guy. And so the idea with it is that you're able to use all of the menu system. So with these buttons, you're able to jump in and out. You're able to get back and forth. You go up and around here with the in the menu and just jump back and forth. So what I wanted to do is show you guys how to jump in and out of games. And as we just did, you jump in, and all you do is just press the little A button, and we're just going to jump into just a random game. And this guy, what we want to do is add credits. So we're going to be adding credits. Press start. You can press start again, and you can select your game with the joysticks. Now again, to jump out of the game, all we're going to do is press the start and the coin button at the same time. And you can see it just jumped right out. So that's how you jump in and out of games, how you select games, and how you do a couple other things. What I want to do is show you guys the back end of this fella. So this guy got a little mod. We modded it out a little bit. We added a HDMI output splitter. So this guy's able to shoot out to 4 individual monitors. So what we're doing here is that we installed a 30-foot cable, which is coiled down there. You can yank it out of the machine and plug it into a TV anywhere you like in the room, and it'll send out audio and video. And this little USB is to connect a wireless controller, so you can use it to play on a TV in your living room or whatever. And you have your volume control right there, the volume setting. And then down below that, let me turn the little light on. You see the little switch there, little tiny button, not even a switch, a little setting button. That guy is going to be what we're going to jump into right now and show you what's going on with this fella. So we're going to press that button. And what that's going to do is that it's going to send us to a menu. I'm going to turn the little lamp off. We're going to go to a menu. This is where you can set all of your settings. You go to coin settings, your button settings, you can jump into that. And you can do an I/O test and test all your up, down, left, right buttons on both joysticks, and all your buttons on the control panel. So that's really cool that you can do that. To jump out of here, you press the start button, player 1, start button, and we're going to use the A button. So it says press start plus A. So we're going to press Start in A. Again, jump straight out. So to jump out of this, we're going to be able to jump, press D. And then we're going to go to, you can set it to free play, which is what we recommend. And what else? Video optimization is HD. Game, enter game settings. You could go to individual games here and set up your coin price game. So you can actually change this thing to a minute for 1 coin or whatever, or just straight disable it for 6 minutes. Force time, so we're going to disable that. You could go to edit difficulty and live, favorite list, game list, delete games, delete all games. And there's so many little things you could do to this guy with this guy. But there's another really big deal that we really liked about this is this thing called the game market. So we're going to jump into that. And what you do with this guy is you set it up. You set up your internet, and you can see here that there's no internet showing. But what you do is you can actually, let me jump back out of here. All right, we're going to go to, keep going down the list, and it's going to say Wi-Fi. You're going to press the A button. A is king for pretty much everything here, A and D. So Wi-Fi, it's going to be looking up our Wi-Fi, and all we got to do is highlight it, click the button, and it's going to say, it's going to have a little cursor there. You can barely see it. Our light in here is too bright. But you can see a little blinking cursor in there, and you can just kind of go across and just put whatever you like. You see the little dots in there. There you go. And you just connect it. So you could do that. Once you're done, you just press start, or you press enter. You highlight the enter button. You press A, and it'll just connect now, which is kind of cool. But so that's how we jump in and out. Hold on. There we go. You got to press that little button. Then you press this little keypad button. It gets rid of the keypad, and then you press down to connect now. You press it. Obviously, it's not going to connect. I don't have the password of this guy, but I'm gonna go over here, and what you want to do whenever you start your machine up is go to check for update. You press A on that, and it automatically does a hardware check, and it goes to check update. So right now it's unable to resolve host games, no address associated. So we have no internet hooked up here. We are standing in a shop, which is kind of weird, but this is our shop in the middle of nowhere. So we jump back out. We jump completely out, and I got to press that button again. I pressed D too many times. Exited too many times. So we're going to go back to enter game market. Let's jump into that. So this guy's really cool. You go in and search for specific games. You can go to shooting, action games. There's arcade games, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, TurboGrafx 16, the Wonder Swan, Game Boy Advanced, and Game Boy Color. This is like a Nintendo Famicom, and there's PSP games. So there's just a ton of arcade games and different deals here. You can see, you can check your downloading times. So you're literally, this is a market that's free. You can literally come in here and download whatever games you like for free. I mean, it's connected to some server, and it connects, and you're able to just get whatever you like. So it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So what's cool is that if you're looking for a specific game, before you go on there, you might want to check your list. There's already 8,000 games on here, so you might want to check your list to see what you have. So let's go on Mario, see what we have. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're not online, so it's going to be giving us problems. But right now, let's see if I can do this mobile hotspot.